Welcome to the Young Author channel. I appreciate your presence, and I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel. In today's class, I'm excited to share the secret behind how I accumulated 20,000 Ghana Cedis through traditional publishing within a few months as a young author, and later transitioned to Kindle Direct Publishing KDP. How does that sound? While this is good news, it's not entirely new. In life, you'll often find that someone else has already traveled the path you wish to take. I want to clarify that my intention is not to showcase my small success to intimidate anyone. Instead, I hope to inspire the young authors out there to achieve financial growth by applying the lessons shared in this video. Here's how it all began. After completing senior high school, I had written my first book but didn't know the proper publishing process. So it never hit the market. I had given it to someone to review, hoping he would tell me if it was worth publishing. Unfortunately, even after my school year ended, I never got the book back. Shortly after finishing school, I wrote another book called Holiness Pays. This time, I didn't rely on the person who had my first book. Instead, I looked within my circle and found a valuable mentor called Sir Shola. This man connected me to another author, John Arthur. Sir Shola generously offered to edit my book free of charge and also proofread it. He even traveled from Sweden with his friend, John Arthur, to help launch the book after it was traditionally published. Unfortunately, the turnout for the launch was disappointing, as many of the people I invited didn't come, which led me to incur some costs. However, I managed to recoup half of the money I had invested, which was financed through a loan. I then decided to sell the book myself to pay back the loan. It wasn't easy, but through perseverance, I managed to sell the first 100 copies and generate 3,800 Ghana Cedis. After settling the loan, I calculated my earnings by subtracting the original publication costs and realized I had made some small profit. I thought it wise to reinvest that profit into another set of copies, 250 copies. This time, I wasn't in debt, allowing me to retain all profits if things went well. Fortunately, I sold these copies as well, generating 9,000 Ghana Cedis. After deducting publication costs and valuing my time and effort at 10 Ghana Cedis per day for the 90 days I spent writing, I ended up with a remaining amount of 4,500. This marked the beginning of my journey into profitable publishing. I took the profit to Ghana Commercial Bank and deposited it. 2 weeks later, I returned to buy shares worth 4,000 Ghana Cedis for about a year. I also continued investing my subsequent income, which had become profit. As a young author, it's important to note that in traditional publishing, if you print fewer than 500 copies, you tend to pay more per unit. So I decided to consistently print 350 copies and above. Over time, this investment strategy generated 20,000 Ghana Cedis within a year. My advice to young authors is this: poverty is not enjoyable, and anything that is not enjoyable cannot be noteworthy until it changes. Avoid spending the money you have invested in your book business. Instead, work on growing it. Learn to be content with the limited resources you have at the moment. Once you've reached your desired level in writing and life, then you can afford to spend more freely. Eventually, I encouraged myself to explore self-publishing, especially by leveraging KDP on Amazon. This decision has also significantly contributed to my income over the years. If you are an author or a writer looking to earn more, consider creating multiple streams of income with your books and exploring other platforms that showcase your materials to a broader audience. As a young author, navigating the financial side of writing can feel like a maze of uncertainty and challenges. But remember, every successful writer starts with small steps, and so will you. Financial success in writing doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey that rewards consistency, creativity, and resilience. Invest in yourself first. Take time to study the craft, learn from seasoned writers, and understand the publishing landscape. Each book you write, each page you complete, is building not just your portfolio, but your credibility. It's easy to be discouraged by the financial struggles that often accompany the early stages, but these are the building blocks of your future. When you feel down, remember that the authors you admire went through similar challenges. Don't be afraid to diversify. Many writers find stability by exploring different income streams, freelancing, self-publishing, or sharing writing insights. Experiment with ways to share your work and build an audience. Your words have the power to create value in ways you might not have thought of yet. Above all, trust the process. Financial stability in writing is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about consistency, showing up for yourself every day, and staying true to your voice. Your story as an author is still unfolding, and with each chapter, your financial success will grow. Believe in your words and in the impact they can make, and keep writing your way to the life you dream of. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more updates.